Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Building a Nation with Team Canada. We got a lot to talk about this episode, so let's dive right into it. We got to talk about, of course, the competitions. A lot has happened. Wait a minute, this isn't Team Canada, that's Vancouver. This is Team Canada. There we go. So a lot has happened since last time, or at least a lot of time has passed. Maybe not a lot of actual events have happened. But last time you were with us, we were in the North American Nations League qualifying. You saw that heartbreaking, well, maybe not heartbreaking, but disappointing loss to Jamaica that dropped us down to 5th place in the Nations League qualifying. However, that was still good enough for us to reach what the board wanted us to do, which was to qualify for Nations League Division A, which we have done. Come over here to Division A. You can see here we are. Canada, Mexico, Haiti. That's our group. It's a difficult group just because Mexico is in it, so that's going to be a rough ride in the Nations League. Now, the board expectation for that is just mid-table, which means basically we just have to beat Haiti. Because the way the Nations League is set up, from what I can understand, is that the top team moves on to the next stage. The bottom team is demoted to Group B, which means they'll have to qualify all over again next time there's a Nations League. But if you finish in the middle, then you remain in Group A for next time. So they think that's just what the board wants us to do, is to just avoid having to qualify again next time around. So that's fine. I think we can do that. We can definitely beat Haiti. However, we are not in the Nations League currently. As you can see, you got 84 days until that goes on. But right now over here, we got 0 days until the North American Gold Cup, yet another international competition. This is a little bit more of a longer competition, a better chance of qualifying for the next round here. And as you can see, we are in Group A with none other than Jamaica. So we're going to get to have our revenge against the Islanders pretty quickly here. We also have to worry about Martinique and Panama. Panama is probably the second biggest challenge in this group. Take a look at all these teams. We don't know enough about these guys, but we'll hopefully get to play them. We'll hopefully get to scout them pretty soon. Our Jamaican friends, we've played them very recently, so we know what they're all about, although our scouting report isn't quite there. We know Andre Blake is an outstanding goalkeeper for Philadelphia. Elvis Powell. A lot of these guys play in MLS. Quakes. Wes Morgan, contracted to Leicester City, so he's pretty good. Mariappa, playing at Watford. Kamar Lawrence for the Red Bulls. They're a talented team. I mean, we'll take a team report for them anyway, but we know how good they are. We just played them, and we need to get our revenge. So that's what we got going on today. We got 3 games. We got Jamaica, we got Martinique, we got Panama. I think today we'll show the Jamaica game, and then we'll come back next episode and show Martinique and Panama together. All right, so here we are. Jamaica versus Canada, the big game. We've already seen the group. Let's take a look. Playing in California at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. 71,000 tickets sold out of 93,000 capacity. That's a heck of a crowd for a Gold Cup game, I gotta tell you, especially, Canada versus Jamaica. So we're bringing the fans. This is going to be a big-time event. Jamaica are 6-4 favorites. They beat us last time out, so why wouldn't they be? Jamaica, 1 win over Canada. Their strength is eccentricity. I guess, that kind of fits with the way Jamaicans like to be, or at least the way they're promoted in the media and stuff like that. Anyway, it is breezy and 102 degrees. It's going to be sweltering out there in the LA Coliseum. Let's see. Stefan Morand has refereed no matches, no yellow cards, so we don't even know what this guy's all about. Let's get to the game. You saw the team selection. On the bench, we've got some interesting guys. We've got Pantami and Carducci are our goalkeeper. So I didn't even call him up because we don't need him. The name that shall not be spoken. We've got Petrasso again at right back. Vittoria, Stanis, Kugby? Yeah, sure. Kugby. Will Johnson got a call up. The old man is back, 32 years old now, 44 caps. We're not going to start him, but, we got him there should we need him. Mark Anthony K, Junior Hoylett, Aiden Daniels, Anthony Jackson-Amel, Kyle Aaron. So we got a strong bench. We'll see what we can do. Let's submit the team. Davies is lacking match sharpness. That's not great, but he's one of our best players, so that we got to live with that. Here we go. Huge crowd. Let me turn down my headphones. Yeah, the crowd sounded way too loud. All right, so they do have Blake in goal. Kamar Lawrence. Hector making his debut. Michael Hector. Okay, Morgan, Powell, Aarons, Johnson, Austin, Bailey, Cole, and Sinclair up top for Jamaica. None of these guys have any stats that we can look at, so it doesn't really matter. All right. Airfield enjoyed impressive season for Canada with 9 key passes to his name. That's wonderful. Let's go. Piet taking the captain's armband, of course. Pep talk. Avenge what happened last time. That's right. Henry, Cabra, and Osario. Definitely keen on that. Opposition instructions. What do we have here? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's our instructions. Just looks a little different with this skin. All right. Tunnel. Let's go. It's not the best weather for soccer out there. You can bet it's not. So we're going to send our assistant because we don't want to have to stand out in the heat. This doesn't look anything like the LA Coliseum, I got to tell you. LA Coliseum is much more classic architecture. So we are in Canadian Reds. They are, of course, in Jamaican yellow. Very easy to tell which team is which. Let's go. Here we go. Cabra with a free kick. Sends it back post. Nobody there except for Hector. Looks like Jaguar's going to chase it down. Use those ball-playing defender skills to get it back to Piet, who's going to bang it forward. Baloo is there. Can he get the cross in? No, he is tackled. He gets it back. There it is. Great fight from Baloo. Gets it to David. We're quickly on top. 3 minutes in. Let's go to extended highlights just to make sure. Baloo wide open. He does get tackled by Kamar Lawrence, but David is there, beats Morgan to the ball, and then beats Andre Blake for the quick goal. That's the way we want to start, boys. Now let's see what Jamaica has in store. Are they going to come and counterattack, or are they going to, take it easy? They might... here's Bailey making a run. Chips it forward for Aarons. Wide open with the cross. Jaguar easily, calmly. That was... we a little concerned about Jaguar, but if he keeps playing like that, there's a good pass up to David. David on the attack. David around 2 men. Holy cow, it's a whole different team. Here I am talking about the defense while our offense is taking control. Great pass forward by Baloo, and then David, nice touch, and then around, and then just beats Andre Blake. Another guy who didn't really play in the last game versus Jamaica. I think we had Kyle Aaron up top. There's a big steal. Osario on the move, charging forward on the counterattack. Again, we got David. Not a great pass to David. He's got some men streaking forward. He's tackled. Baloo is there. Baloo with a shot. Oh, my goodness. 5 minutes in. It's 3-0. What's happened? Who is this Team Canada? Tell you what, we were fired up and ready to play. Jamaica, maybe not so much. I mean, Lawrence is making some big tackles, but he can't control the ball after those tackles. That's twice now he's made a tackle, and yet we still scored. David on an 8.5. Here's Osario. Uh-oh, here we go. Here's Jamaica now. Looking to start a counterattack. Nope, they're going to slow it up. Hector's fouled there by Osario. He's going to get a card for that. This team doesn't really have an effective replacement for Osario at the moment. Punch out by Borjan. Gets it to Baloo. He's going to start another counterattack. We got 3 men racing forward. Baloo gets it to Osario. Osario forward to David. Out wide to Davies. He's got plenty of men in the box. Cross is a bit awry, though, unfortunately. That match sharpness maybe not there. Cabra on the overlap. Cabra tries to rush forward, but Jamaica, they are under assault right now. Can't hardly take a breath. The highlights are just coming fast and furious. Henry to Davies. See if Davies can make some plays. Piet slows it down a little, but Davies isn't hearing any of that. He's got Cabra on the overlap downfield, but he gets it, centers it to Osario, who takes a shot. That's not going to beat Andre Blake. Osario had plenty of room to get forward to make that shot, but he fired it a little early. All right. Defense for Jamaica not looking so good. Morgan at a 6.1. I mean, I'd expect these ratings to actually be a little worse, honestly. It looks like they're pinning it all on Morgan with his 6.0 rating. Powell with a 6.6. Lawrence with a 6.6. Hector with a 6.5. That's not terrible. I mean, I've seen worse. It's not good by any stretch, but I've definitely seen worse than that as a collective defensive unit. They have no shots on target as of yet. Lawrence, though, with a throw-in. Straith there with the defense, and Baloo. Again, he's starting the attack. He bombs it forward. David on the run behind the defense. Their defense is falling asleep. Andre Blake showing some frustration. His countrymen just letting this young Canadian slip behind him. Arfield with the free kick. Powell bombs it out. "21 minutes down." Pretty crazy, pretty wild. You know, I guess we don't want to burn ourselves out in this 100-degree weather, but you know, keeping the pressure on these guys, I don't want to let it off and let them back in. Cabra, he's marked tightly there, drops it back to Arfield. Come on, spread out there, boys. There we go. Piet, Osario. Gets it to Baloo. He's got the fullback. Nope. Doesn't get it to him. Osario in the middle. Piet. Just sort of playing around with it in the middle of the field. Finally gets it out to Cabra. Taking our time. Osario's open once again. Got some release valves in the fullback. Should we need them? There we go. Outside to Straith. Forward to Baloo. Can he beat his man? Nope. Drops it back to Arfield. This is a very long highlight. We've pulled their defense forward. Their midfield. There's Osario. Davies with the shot, and Davies scores. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Andre Blake was a brick wall last time we played him. We could not score. Well, I mean, we scored 2 goals on him, but still. Now we're just scoring from everywhere. "4-0, and maybe we take it back down to key highlights, or we'll be here all day with all these goals we're scoring. It's only 28 minutes down in the first half. Cabra wins the header forward to our field. Another attack for Team Canada. Davies leading the way out wide to Cabra. Sends one in. Kamar Lawrence is there. Osorio has it. Piet ranging forward. Piet with a shot just over the crossbar. Another highlight. It's not even 30 minutes down yet. Another turnover at midfield for Jamaica. They are just playing with no sense of purpose. Bailey with the tackle. Doesn't matter. Cabra sends it in. Blake has to make another grab. Looks like we got a marathon highlight here. Sinclair finally wins a header over Cabra. Whoa, that was a shot. Huh. Borgen didn't necessarily have to make that save, but it was close enough that he had to dive for it. Our ratings are looking really good. Tabla Baloo on a 9.1. Goal and 2 assists will do it. Davies with an 8.1. David with an 8.6. 2 goals. Defensively, we're playing well. 42 minutes. The clock rolled a little bit. Osorio gets it on the throw in to Davies. Back to Cabra. He sends one back post to Baloo. Has to take it wide. Chips it back in. Piet saves it. Great save by Piet to Davies. Back to Piet. He takes the shot. It's wide. What are our team instructions here? Okay, let's stop with the early crosses. Yeah. Early crosses, we've sent a few in, but they haven't really done much. We don't really have the big target men in there. Our big target men are on the bench. They're flip-flopping their forwards around to see if Sinclair and Cole can do something. Now they brought Brown in at halftime. Okay. So, Jamaica making some changes at halftime. For us, I mean, we could dial it back and see what that does. We'll do the time wasting thing. Get out of here 4-0 and see what that does for us. Other than that, we'll just we do have 3 yellow cards. But we're playing so well, like, why risk it? Why risk making any changes? So, very pleased. Keep it going. Domination. Utter and complete domination of, the team that was predicted to win our division. Our group, whatever. I think in the Gold Cup we played 2 games against each team, but I could be wrong. I know we play 3 games this round, and then I think we come back for another round, but we'll see. Straith with the throw in to Jaguar in our own half. No turnovers here. Looks like Jamaica's pushing forward a little, but they're not necessarily pressing. They're just sort of extended. Our field to Osorio. Osorio, plenty of room to maneuver. Davies got some space, slicing through a couple of midfielders. Continuing his run, takes his shot. I mean, they just backed off and let him run with the ball. Davies again slicing forward. Pass intercepted by Hector. Blake bombs it, and another turnover. Jamaica just does not have their sense of play right now. They're just turning it over. Cabra into Davies. Look at how Osorio, I mean, they're just letting us hang out at the penalty spot. We had 4 guys just hanging out in front of their goal, all of them onside, waiting for a pass. I mean, it's pretty darn ridiculous to just, I guess there's 3 of them. 3 of them sitting there. Osorio, David, and Baloo were all just sitting there on the doorstep. 5-0. Wow. I would not have expected that. Morgan down to a 5.6 rating. All right, so Osario's a little tired, and we need him. He's kind of our most indispensable player. So right now, the only guy we got who can play that position really is Hoylett. I mean, Daniels could maybe play there. He can play there a little. So we'll give... yeah. We've got other midfield. We got Mark Anthony Kay. We got Will Johnson. So I think we'll get Jonathan Osario out of there. And then I think we'll bring in the old man for Piet. Swap that captain's armband out. I'm sure Will Johnson will get it from Piet. Let's take our two most tired boys out of there. Everybody else is playing great. I mean, those guys were playing great. It's just they were a little tired. This is one of those games I kind of wish it was a friendly so we could take everybody out. Here we go, 74 minutes. There's Johnson getting ahead on the ball. Back to Cabra, who's wasting a little time. Davies going to try to slice through the defense again, but Austin finally puts a stop to that. Is Jamaica finally going to mount some form of attack? Bailey trying to get past Johnson. He does. He gets to a good spot, and he scores. Not real happy about that. Johnson just didn't have the foot speed to catch up to Bailey. Never could make that tackle. You know, goal differential does count, so we don't want them getting too many goals here. There's a foul by Henry. He's going to get a red. We can't have that. Okay. Okay, so what do we do here? I think what we'll do is we'll bring Arfield down here with his yellow card. Do that, and then bring in Vittoria. Yeah, we'll bring in Vittoria, central defense. So that's our third sub right there. Confirm changes. Okay. Let's see if we can just run the clock out now. Here's Daniels running, and he's fouled. So Jamaica's going to go down to 10 men. That's a little more helpful. Second yellow, get out. Okay, I mean, holy cow, 5-1, 16 shots, 8 on target, 51% possession. Just everything we threw at the goal went in those first 6 minutes. 3 goals in the first 6 minutes. Minute 4, minute 5, minute 6 was just utter destruction for Jamaica. They didn't know what to do. Outstanding boys. Let's get to the dressing room. Pep talk. Very pleased. Let's go. That's going to send the tournament. It's going to send a message to the rest of the tournament right there. Beat Jamaica 5-1. Brilliant. Okay, Jamaica hammered by Canada. Final score 5-1 was fully deserved as Canada totally controlled their Gold Cup Group A game against Jamaica. The error from Jamaica's Wes Morgan allowed for Jonathan David to score a close-range finish. Yes, indeed. Yada, yada, yada. Error from Will Johnson allowed Leon Bailey to score. Was it an error? Maybe it was a turnover. Anyway, Tabla, classy, absolutely Baloo with a goal, 2 assists, 9.4 rating, 3 key passes. He was outstanding. All of those young attackers were just outstanding. Got to make sure we keep that team. Squad reacts positively to Jamaica result. Should we hold a team meeting? I mean, I guess. Nobody's expecting us to win. Doesn't mean you can't give it your best shot. Okay. Sure. I guess we probably should have held that team meeting before the game. But, hey, holding it afterwards, that helps. This doesn't help. Henry's suspended for a match. Hopefully our next match is Martinique and not Panama. We shall take a look at that immediately. It is Martinique. Okay. So we can deal with Martinique without him. But we only have 4 central defenders on the squad. So we're going to be down to 3. We do have a couple of guys who can play in central defense in a pinch. But, you know, that's the limitations of this kind of squad. You only have a certain number of guys that you can bring. And, you know, depth is very much controlled to essentially 1 substitute per position. So we gotta worry about that a little bit. Take a look at the competitions real quick. Of course, Canada up on top. Martinique and Panama have not played yet. Let's take a look at the rules. Number of matches, 3 games. Play each other 1 time. Okay, so Jamaica is in a bit of a problem. They can't come back and beat us in the second game. So we've got 3 points up on Jamaica. All we have to do is not lose against the other 2 teams that we should beat, and we'll be there. Although, you know, even though Martinique isn't the greatest team in the world, Panama, we've seen they've got some potential. We can't just look past Panama. I mean, they're higher ranked than we are, theoretically. Right? 73rd. We're like 78th, I think. So, let's see, where are we? 73rd. Where's Canada? Yeah, we're 75th. So they're 2 points ahead of us. Now with that result, we've already gone up 5 spots. So apparently we were at 80th at some point. But we've gone up 5 spots. We should go up some more, and we should overtake Panama pretty soon, but we have to beat them to overtake them. So that's a good, a good benchmark. We can look at them, we can see where they're at. They're right above us. We can beat them and start moving up this chart. So, that's it for now. Next time we'll come back for those next 2 games and go from there. So, until next time, we'll see you later.